Today we're going to talk about some of the data protection features built into Kingston's SSDs today. And one of those features is a technology called RAISE, which stands for Redundant Array of Independent Silicon Elements. And RAISE is intended to reduce the number of uncorrectable errors associated with solid-state drives.
Yeah, I mean, to do that, we basically take 8 gigs, right? One wafer from the SSD, from the usable area, and we use that to enable RAISE, right? Really, it's just an extra layer of protection, of data protection over and above ECC. It really maintains the integrity of your drive throughout the life of it.
Yeah, and I think to give a little more description as to what RAISE does, RAISE is very similar to RAID technology on disk drives, but instead of striping data across disk drives, we're striping that data across physical die or flash memory chips. And we're doing this so that we can recover from a sector error, a page error, or even a full block error. So first we harvest some of the NAND for the controller to be able to use as a spare area for background operations.
Right.
And we're actually writing parity across chips in the event that we have a large failure on the device itself. We can recover from those errors.
So one of the questions we always get, right, is why is your drive a 120 or a 240 or a 480? I mean, that's really RAISE, essentially, right?
Yeah, so we actually have 128, 256, and 512 gigs of actual flash on the drive, but we're taking about 7% of that space to enable this RAISE functionality.
Yeah, it's nice. I think, you know, moving forward, it's going to be, like I said, a larger and larger issue, right? You know, as NAND lithographies continue to shrink, we know that error rates are going to go up, right? Yep. And so I think, what's the number that RAISE helps?
Yeah, I think drives that incorporate RAISE have 1 quadrillion fewer uncorrectable bit errors.
Right, yeah, and so that's huge. Like I said, I think in year, you know, most people are buying SSD. I mean, one of the fears about that was like, you know, I'm going to wear out the flash in a year and things of that, you know, probably last you longer than the system itself you put it in. But I think that's where RAISE really kicks in at that point, right? As you're nearing the end of NAND life, you know, having that extra level of error correction is huge.
Yeah, I think the big takeaway today for RAISE is the fact that you know, we continue to go through die shrinks, bit error rate continues to go up, and we need a method in which to correct that, and RAISE is that method.
Oh yeah, big time, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.